go on. I'll just say again. Do I want to start?
You work your way down.
Yes. Say hello everybody, welcome to a vlog.
Everybody, welcome to Mrs.
We're in Salts Mill. Yeah, we'll start at the top and work down. Okay. Hello everybody, back in London, just wearing white t-shirt and jeans in Philippa K, cos white t-shirt, and then these really, I'm going to show you in a much better way in a second, comfortable ballet flats from By Far. Haven't just worn jeans and a white t-shirt in ages. You're probably all thinking that sounds like a load of rubbish. Swear I've seen you in that recently. Wrong, I have not. I've got two things to ask you. First one, very honestly, are these awful? When I see other people in cool sunglasses, I'm like, God, I want to wear them. But then whenever I go out in sunglasses and then see somebody in a pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers, I'm like, what was I thinking? Is this horrible? I don't really think I suit sunglasses. I think because I've got a bigger nose, it very quickly looks like I'm wearing like a joke nose and, you know, like a disguised pair of sunglasses, all is missing is the moustache. So yeah, honest opinions on those, I can take it. Do I need to never, ever go near those again? They're from Souer, by the way. They're beautiful because they're so lightweight, but I'm not sure if I can get away with it. Anyway, by the by, I'm here to introduce this video's brand sponsor, which is Songmont again, the handbag brand that we talked about a few weeks ago. I have a different bag from this time, which I did just show you in a little clip because I took this up north with me, which is this beautiful tan suede number with a shoulder strap and a top handle strap, which there's loads of like little fun details on these bags which are just very practical, which I love. So this has a magnet so that when it magnets to the clasp magnet, which also opens and closes the bag, so that it's sort of not flopping around and it sits at the back, but then obviously if you wanted to use it, you just hold it. Clever. I have never seen a bag with that before. And then it has this shoulder strap which can also be extended to a crossbody bag. I've been off crossbody bags for a long time. It won't last forever. At some point they're going to come back around for me. I know they will. But much preferring a long shoulder strap. I talk about that all the time. Hate being bunched up under the armpit. This is the perfect length. And yeah, it's this beautiful tan suede with then the darker brown leather on it as well. And it fits loads in. Got some little extra bits because that's what Songmont do so well. Last time I had the sunglasses case and the AirPods little case. Got like a key ring to show you, which I'm going to show you later on in the video. Very powerful magnet, as you can hear. Anyway, as an exercise of showing you how much you can fit in, I thought, because they're right here, I bought some books. When I was at North, Mum and I went to a bookshop in Ilkley called the Grove Bookshop, which is really nice, and also the Oxfam Books in Ilkley, which is a really good one. So I bought 4 books and we're just, as an exercise, going to pop them in this bag. First, Bukowski, Ham on Rye. I've only ever read Hot Water Music by Bukowski, which is short stories. Really, really liked it. Actually, I'm quite not very well read in the whole Beat Generation writers. I've never read any Jack Kerouac. Must read on the road at some point. Have read William Burroughs. Who else is in that kind of Beat Generation group? It escapes me. Anyway, Ham on Rye. No, don't know anything about this, whether it's good or not, but in it goes into the bag. Oh, that was satisfying. Another Iris Murdoch. This was the only one they had apart from the Sea, which obviously I now have read and have a million copies of. But I just loved the Sea so much that I would like to slowly make my way through Murdoch's work. I think it's a bit of a mixed bag from what I've read. She wrote, I want to say 26 novels. 26? So it's over 20, a lot in her lifetime. And she also wrote some poetry and philosophy. So she was prolific, shall we say? Yes, we shall. But I really want to read more. But I think I'm not going to start with this one next, actually. I think the next one I might do will be The Severed Head, or The Bell, or The Black Prince, which I believe are 3 of her other greats. And open, into the bag it goes. There's also like a nice big inside pocket inside this bag, which is good. And then this third thing I bought from Oxfam is The Offing by Benjamin Myers. I've read from him The Bee Stings and The Gallows Pole, which I really like them both. He must be from Yorkshire, because he always writes sort of in Yorkshire, in the on the moors and things like that, which is very much the landscape I grew up around. So I think I have a bias towards his writing so much, because I just love the way he sets the landscape. There's something really special about that part of the world. I grew up in an incredibly small town, it's not even a town, a hamlet probably it would be called Norland, if you're interested, which was kind of between Halifax and Huddersfield. And there wasn't even a corner shop, like it was truly the middle of nowhere on a more very kind of bleak, but I loved it, flat, expansive place, and really kind of the weather like really rolls in and batters the land, and yeah, he captures that part of the world so beautifully. So I'm a big fan. I'm excited to read this. And then I bought one new book from the new bookshop, as in the bookshop's not new itself, but it wasn't a second-hand bookshop, is what I'm trying to say, which is called North American Lake Monsters by Nathan Ballingrud. Oh, to me that is a very hard font to read. Don't know if you all find the same. I think this might be short stories, but I also might be wrong. But it won the Shirley Jackson Award. And as we know, I'm a bit of a fan of a horror, and I haven't read any horror in a while. So I thought that I would give this a go, which I'm excited about. Oh, I didn't put the last 2 in the bag. There we go. Pretty impressive.
Sexy thing, you, I believe.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. It's book club today, and I slept so well with the help of the fan. It's very good. Very, very, very good. It oscillates. It blows out cold air. I know other fans do this, but it's amazing that there's no blades. And I was reading a little bit about how it actually works last night. And you know, when you Google something like that and realise that some people's minds are incredible and mine is not that. How anyone can create these things is beyond me. Same way I feel about things like Bluetooth. I don't understand Bluetooth at all. Bluetooth and bladeless fans, the unknown to me. But I slept so well, and I'm really glad I've got my Dyson fan, because it's going to get hot again this weekend, I think. I'm just sat doing all of my book club research. I'm really excited to talk about this book. We're doing it at Bistro Freddy tonight, so I'll take you along for that. And I'm going to go get the most needed fringe trim in the world before that. Thank God, it's so long, it was driving me insane. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've just got the hot day. Lindsay's coming over actually today, but I'm just going to sit and work and crack on. I'm pretty confident with talking about this book. I feel really good about it. I've been so immersed in this, but I feel like I've been talking about it even in vlogs for ages, because I've been really immersed in it for a month. So I'm like in a good spot with it. So yeah, I just wanted to mostly update you on the fan, because I'm sure once again I've all left you all with bated breath to hear about that. I'm gonna get ready for book club. I don't know what time it is actually. It's time to get ready. Just put a bit of SPF on, Helio Care one as usual. I've just been working all day today, getting my head on and into the book, which it firmly now is. and I'm so looking forward to discussing this tonight. It's going to be so good. There's loads of like really intense descriptions of, intense is the wrong word, but descriptions of food and drink throughout the book, and one of the drinks that they drink towards the end of the book a lot is white wine and blackcurrant. I'm so tempted to go and buy some Robinsons so that we can all drink the drinks that they drink, but I'm also concerned that it's like a really nice wine bar and they're probably going to give us some really lovely expensive wine, and do we ruin it with blackcurrant? Probably not. The Lumine CC cream. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. I'm really liking using this. And what else can I tell you? Not that much. I'm in London for the foreseeable, which is a lovely, lovely feeling. Oh my gosh, I can tell you something. Got Oasis tickets. I was kind of initially unbothered about it because it was sort of frustrating how expensive, and just the stress of getting them was feeling like, oh, I don't want to have to get involved in that. Feels too stressful and not worth it. And then as the date's been approaching of this tour starting, I just keep thinking, oh my God, am I going to regret, excuse me, not going loads, because will it be like, you know, sort of, I'm being dramatic, but the concert of a lifetime. So I relented. I'm going to see him in Manchester, got some tickets. So going on the second Manchester night, which after much deliberation I decided would be the best night to go. Honestly, the amount of thought I've given to this is unbelievable, because they're playing in a big park, so they can have the first night to iron out any kinks. Second night, Saturday night, it's going to be great. So that's in a couple of weeks. I'll be heading back up north for that, which I'm now unbelievably excited about. And now every time I listen to Oasis, it actually makes me want to cry. I'm very hormonal at the moment because I just keep thinking about how amazing that is going to be to see them live. So I did a complete 180 there, from being like, oh, I'm not bothered about that, I'm not gonna get involved, too much fuss, to now being obsessed with the idea. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that'll be my next little trip. But I'll go back to New York at the end of the month for book club. But other than that, firmly in London, which is a really nice feeling actually, to just be able to enjoy the summer here. I just used those instant illuminizer, which, do you know what? The CC cream is exceptional. I do like these, but I think you could find a better highlighter that actually does a bit more of a pizzazz. Same for this blush. This is very, very, very natural, this blush, which I actually really like. I also do naturally flush and have a rash and go red and just all these really lovely things. So I don't really like intense blusher because I just sometimes feel like I look a bit that way anyway. But so if you did like intense blusher, not for you. But if you like a subtle one, yes for you. And then Prada sent me some makeup, which is so exciting. I never tried their makeup before. So I've got this brown eyeliner, which I'm going to make a bit of an effort and put a bit of that on. The colour is called Wood. So chic. I'm just going to like draw it on the... Oh my gosh, that's really sort of soft and pigmenty. Just want a tiny bit on the very edge of my eyes. I've got microneedling tomorrow. Somebody left a comment on the last video asking about it. And I did talk about it a few videos ago, but I'll do it again. In fact, while we're here, I know I've just put a bit of makeup on, but full skin update, bit spotty up here, but that you can see fine lines and things. Ooh, smile lines are there. So then I'll keep doing close-ups for you over the next few days once I've been microneedled. And yeah, maybe I'll get her to film a little bit of it tomorrow, my dermatologist, so that you guys can see, because it is literally little needles that go into your skin. So I understand why people want to know more about it, because it's quite tense, but definitely makes a difference. Right, let's try the Prada mascara as well. Do you know what? I've gone back to using my old eyelash curler because that one I got from Sephora is shit, and this one is so much better. So, mascara. Ooh, nice. Transformed, if you will. Now I'm going to put my dress on. I'm going to wear a dress, a lovely black dress that I feel really nice in. So I'm going to put that on now. This is what I'm thinking of wearing. Now, I don't know if I'm a bit overdressed, but I feel really nice in this dress. I feel, again, it makes me look like I've sort of got a waist where I don't really have a waist, where I'm straight up and down here. Just got on the COS sandals that are new, that I've been wearing a lot. And this dress is from Souer, the label. I don't know if it is too dressy or not. Do you think I'm really hot right now? I should put the fan on. Why am I still here complaining about the heat when I've got the perfect fan? What do we think? I do feel really nice now. I don't normally get that dressed up for the book clubs because they are pretty chilled. But is this just a black dress? I just feel dressy. On the fence. I've not got much time to be on the fence either. We haven't factored in much faffing time. Okay, I'm going to go with this. I don't feel that nice about myself today. You know, like when you're just trying different outfits on and everything, you're like, oh, bleh. So I just need to go with something that feels really nice. I think it's nice. This top's old Reformation. Everything's old, unfortunately, from last summer. I'm sure they do something similar. I shall root it out online and link it. Trousers are mango. They need a quick iron. Same COS shoes because they're great. I'm actually just going to take a tote bag and be done with it because I'm going to take lots of copies of the C to sort of set up around the place. But yeah, now that I've got this like frilly top on, I wish I didn't put any eye makeup on because it makes it all feel like it's a bit sort of vampy almost for my taste. But anyway, we are. I can't take that off now. And sorry, the fan's going, if you can hear that in the background, although I doubt you can really because it's so quiet. So yeah, this is what we're going with. I think I feel okay in this. I feel like I wanted to do something not trouser based, but when I'm not feeling nice, then when I put trousers on, I'm like, all right, we're good, I can cope. Fringe is trimmed. I feel like a new woman. I need that so badly. If anyone wants to know where I get my hair cut, I get asked quite often. George Northwood, Harry Payne does it. He's the best. And this is our venue. Shame about Dexter's car. Can't win them all. This is it. Bistro Freddy. It is gorgeous. It's so nice. Stages. I don't normally see myself from this angle. This much lighting.
I know.
Do you mind saying out loud what each bit is?
Yeah, of course, no
Thank
worries at
you.
all. So, I've got to think about it. I'm so used to doing it, so I've got to think about it now. What am I doing?
The presence of a camera
I know.
as well just throws everything off.
So we've prepped the skin already with the Lumixa LED. So obviously that's prepped your skin.
Yeah.
It's prepped your skin by normalising the skin and emphasising the anti-aging capabilities overall of LED.
Yeah.
So that's what we've just done. Now I'm going to basically make sure that the skin is antimicrobialised. So the skin's going to be antimicrobialised with an antimicrobialiser. I've just realised that I've got 2 different coloured gloves. It's ridiculous! 2 different coloured gloves!
So
why?
good.
I don't know. Anyway, got no idea, but anyway, here we go. Changing my gloves. I'm still having my multicoloured gloves. Don't judge me.
No judgment on the gloves.
Don't judge me. Well. Right, so what exactly are we doing? So obviously we have special solutions, so they're literally cocktails, all my cocktails. Yeah, my shit drawer of consumables as well. We can all of that as well. But basically, we have special concoctions. There's actually 2 different concoctions that I'm utilising for you. Upper half is actually getting a slightly different concoction to the lower half. The lower half is where it's always been problematic.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more post-inflammatory pigmentation, a little bit of scar tissue still, or scarring. So actually, lower half is going to get slightly different.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What we're actually doing with the meso concoctions and the cocktails is we're utilising the pen in order to have better penetration of those active ingredients by creating microchannels in the skin.
Yeah.
So we're basically creating microchannels of this surface of the skin. We're basically, with the needle punctures, we're doing direct needle punctures into the skin at a certain depth, at a certain speed, and when we're doing that, it creates these micro injuries, controlled micro injuries, and these micro channels, so that when we apply the product and we're pushing the product into the skin, it will go to the deeper layers. So it's about 60 to 80% more penetration of the active ingredients.
Yeah.
And the active ingredients are catered, like I said, upper half slightly differently, lower half slightly differently. Everyone's obviously different.
So
Yeah.
it's actually about getting product deeper into the skin, as opposed to, I thought it was something to do with the skin being slightly traumatized.
Yes.
Does something.
Yes. So the process of collagen induction, that's another word for it, collagen induction, is we create these controlled injuries.
Yeah.
The injuries trigger the fibroblasts to reproduce collagen. It's already been prepped via the Lumixa LED treatment, and then in the process we're also getting those actives deeper into the skin, so it's
Right.
double whammy. Right, so we're going to work bit by bit here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep your eyes closed for me.
Yep. So that's one of the
Yes.
concoctions.
Yes, so we're actually going to be doing it at above 0.5 millimeter depth.
Yeah.
So this is a medical needling, and we're working at 140 needle punctures per second here.
Ooh,
Quite a needle in here.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
I'd give that
yeah.
pain-wise a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's very bearable. It's getting more painful the closer you go to my eyebrow.
Yeah, yeah, and you can see there's a little bit of blood spotting there and hematoma. That sometimes will last 24 hours, sometimes it might last a couple of days. It is going to happen more so on this occasion because our circular movements are becoming a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Sort of smaller circular movements as opposed to larger circular movements. That's on purpose. Like I said, I am doing that for particular reasons specific to your skin.
Right, guys, this is me right after that. Red. Not gonna lie, that got to like a 7 out of 10 on the pain scale. That was eye-watering. It hurts. And with it, you can do numbing cream, but because she does so much prep before, like she was saying, the numbing cream takes half, that doesn't last long enough. She was explaining, I'm saying this wrong. But basically, if you put it on by the time she's done all of that prep, then when she gets to the bit of doing the microneedling, the cream will have worn off. So you're just adding something else onto your skin. So she doesn't recommend it. So not for the fucking faint-hearted. Oh, do I want to get on that bus? I think I do. False alarm, no I don't, it's a different one. But yeah, I will like show you how my skin gets better and improves, and just, yeah, that's it right after. Oof, painful. Just on my way to Simon's now, and I need to catch you up on the book club properly. I haven't had a chance this morning, so I'm going to do that when I get home. Hello everybody, it is 2 minutes to 6. A few hours later. It feels how sunburn feels. Tight, a bit stingy, not like, it's like the pain level's like a 0.5 out of 10 or something, but I can feel my face more than I can normally feel my face. And in the evening you just need to moisturise loads. You can't wear any makeup, but this is how red it goes. I feel completely fine going out like this. I think I just look a little bit flushed and like maybe I've got sunburn. But if I saw somebody walking down the street with a face like this, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, what's happened to them? So I'm on my way out to what is quite possibly the event of the year. And despite me hosting a book club last night, I've got no qualms in saying that this is the event of the year. This is my Glastonbury. It is a pub quiz in Crystal Palace at a pub, obviously a Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed quiz. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm only going in a team of 2. I'm going with my friend Francis, and I am genuinely nervous because of how badly I want to win. I feel so competitive about it. I want to be the person in the room that knows the most stuff about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's sold out, so there is going to be other Buffy fans there. How intense those fans are remains to be seen, but I am feeling there's a £100 cash prize. Apparently there's some Buffy memorabilia, I'm wearing my t-shirt, which I was worried was giving off a bit of the wrong signal of more embarrassing if you don't win when you sat wearing this, but I've got to back myself, I'm gonna win. So I'm about to get on the train, meet my friend Francis, I'll go to the pub quiz. Wish me luck. I'm so unbelievably excited. I'm gonna take this on, I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing. Right, I'm wearing, excuse the stripy dusty light, but Buffy t-shirt. These jeans are from Victoria and Wood. I like the little split they've got. I think if you were 2 inches shorter than I am, they would actually be even better. My Jamie Howler sandals, and I'm going to take my Songmont bag. It matches this so perfectly, and I've just added a little charm. This is, you know, I said it in the last video that I like them when they're actually a practical thing. And this, I'm doing a bad job of showing you that, but you can basically attach, there's a little ring in that so you could attach your keys into it. And it's just got this little squiggly line as well on the back, which I love. So this is me to go and win a pub quiz. Positive thinking. Rather than doing such a bad job of trying to show you inside the charm of this one, this is the one that it comes with. I swapped it out because I like the black, but you can see here what I mean about the little key ring bit, so you can fasten your keys to that, and they all come with these really simple fastenings at the tops. Then there's like multiple places you could hook it onto as well. And then when the bag's heavier, like it is now, it does a drawstring like this. If you use this top handle, well, if you use either of the handles, actually, they're all connected, which is so nice. So yeah, the bag sort of changes shape the more you fill it, I suppose, because the weight of that pulls that down, which is so clever. But then thankfully it's also easy to open up and get into. Just having a moment of realisation with the clippy bit. Look what you could do. Look. It's ingenious. Morning, guys. Microneedling update. I'm also aware that only one person asked for a rundown of how microneedling works, and I have delivered, but I hope it's interesting. Some redness there. Bit here, but I'm just like a tiny bit blotchy. I think I could put makeup on by this evening if I wanted to. I think I'll leave it a bit longer, but it's just like you can't get an impression of how smooth. It literally feels like baby skin. There's absolutely no texture at all, which I think you can kind of see. Yeah, I'll keep showing you how this goes over the next few days. Oh, and I didn't win the quiz. We came 9th, but there was 26 teams. But the winning team got full marks, which they really, really deserved to win. So I was really happy for them, but I was a bit sad for myself because I really had indulged in a few daydreams about what it would feel to win the pub quiz. And that didn't happen, but it was very, very, very fun nonetheless. I had a really nice evening. And it was hard. The pub quiz was hard. There was a bit where you had to like finish quotes from the TV show, and that bit was really hard. I'm just gonna make a tea. Oh my gosh, and then start working. I still on the fence about these glasses, and moving me more to the no pile is that a friend was here the other day, and you know my red light machine, of course you know my red light mask thing, that's what I talk about. Obviously I've been talking to all my friends about that, and they picked these up and went, oh, are those the goggles that you have to wear when you're under your red light mask? No, they're not. They are not very well. So let me know what you think about those again. I'm here to sign off this vlog. I am wearing my Deji Studio flappy pants again. This top's from Venroy, and then I've got the Songmont bag here. Got that the wrong way around actually. I wanted to show you something. I'm going to see the Deftones on Sunday, which I'm so excited about. I spent a lot of time at Crystal Palace this week, Crystal Palace Bowl. And I'm going to take this bag, but I need to finish the vlog here because I'm hoping to have it up on Sunday, fingers crossed. Maybe might be Monday, but basically I need to finish the vlog here, so I can't show you this on Sunday. But another feature that makes it possibly the most perfect festival bag. You ready for this? it's got this flap at the back that you can pull an item of clothing through. You could do a shirt, but for festivals, I always end up having a jumper tied around my bag and it falls off on the floor all the time because it's so hot, but then obviously when it's night, it's so much cooler. I don't actually know if that's what that section is made for, but how good is that? I'm so impressed. So I'm going to take this with me to Def Turns on Sunday, which I'm very excited about. And yes, huge thank you to Songmont for sponsoring this video. I'm really, really pleased to be working with them and showing you these bags as well, because I just think they really embody what I love about items of clothing, especially accessories, which is something that looks really good and is also very practical. So thank you, Songmont, thank you very much. Everything will be linked in the description box. I hope that you're all okay and about to enjoy a very sunny weekend in London, if this is where you are. And any other housekeeping? No, just a final skin. It's the afternoon now, Friday, and it's gone down such a lot, so you can see where I'm up to with that. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you everybody who came to Buffy's as well. It was such a good one. I had such a good time. Just about to announce that our next book for July is going to be The Group by Mary McCarthy, which I think is going to be a really good read as well for the book club in New York. And yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.